Paranoid personality disorder. Ever had a friend who double checks everything you say, like you're hiding a secret message inside a joke? That's the world through their eyes. Trust doesn't come easy because they're always scanning for betrayal. Every text, every glance, every pause could mean something dangerous. They live in constant alert mode, like detectives in their own lives. They're not trying to be difficult, they're trying to protect themselves. But the more they assume people are plotting against them, the more isolated they become. It's exhausting, carrying the belief that everyone's a potential enemy. Schizoid personality disorder. Picture someone at a party standing quietly in the corner, not nervous, not shy, just uninterested. That's their comfort zone. They don't crave attention or deep bonds. Emotions feel distant, like static noise they'd rather tune out. They live mostly in their heads, where it's calm, predictable, and free of drama. People think they're cold, but they just see relationships as unnecessary maintenance. It's not loneliness if solitude feels peaceful. They don't hate people, they just prefer observing life from afar, like a movie they don't need to star in. Schizotypal personality disorder. Ever met someone who talks like they're half philosopher, half conspiracy theorist? They notice patterns in randomness. A number on a clock, a bird crossing the sky. Everything feels connected. To them, reality has hidden codes. Social situations feel awkward because they never quite sync with the rhythm of others. They speak in riddles, dress oddly, and think the universe is personally winking at them. People find them eccentric, even weird, but they're just wired to see magic where others see math. Their world is strange, lonely, and endlessly fascinating. Antisocial personality disorder. You know that one person who treats real life like it's GTA? No rules, no guilt, just pure chaos? They lie without flinching, manipulate without blinking, and somehow make it look effortless. Consequences don't register the same way. Empathy doesn't slow them down. It's not always chaos and crime. Some turn that ruthlessness into business, charm, or power. But underneath the confidence is emptiness. They're addicted to control, allergic to authority, and numb to remorse. It's not that they don't know right from wrong, they just don't care which one wins. Borderline personality disorder. Ever had someone cancel on you and you felt a little hurt but then moved on? For someone with borderline, that small moment can feel like being dropped off a cliff. One unread text feels like rejection. One argument feels like the end of everything. One second they're laughing with you, the next they're convinced you hate them. They love deep, maybe too deep, and it scares them. It's not drama, it's fear. Fear of being left, misunderstood, or replaced. Imagine feeling every emotion like a paper cut on your soul. Small things hurt way more than they should. Histrionic personality disorder. You ever met someone who turns every small moment into a full-blown scene? Like they spill a drink, and suddenly it's the most dramatic thing that's ever happened? That's them. Life always feels like a movie, and they have to be the star. They feed on attention, laughter, compliments, anything that reminds them they're seen. But the moment people stop looking, panic sets in. They'll do something, anything, to pull the spotlight back. It's not an act, it's how they cope. When the attention fades and things go quiet, it feels like they're nobody. Narcissistic personality disorder. They walk into a room and somehow it's instantly about them. The way they talk, laugh, or even tell a basic story, it's like they're performing. At first, it's kind of magnetic. They seem confident, sure of themselves, but it's the kind of confidence that feels fragile. They live for admiration. A compliment makes their day. A bit of criticism ruins it. They'll steer every conversation back to themselves, not to be selfish, but because being ignored feels unbearable. And when the attention fades, so does the mask. Underneath all that charm and ego is someone terrified that without the spotlight, they might not be enough. Avoidant personality disorder. Imagine wanting to be close to people but feeling unworthy of love at the same time. That's the paradox they live in. They long for connection, yet avoid it out of fear. Fear of embarrassment, judgment, rejection. Every conversation feels like a test they'll fail. They overthink every word, every silence, every possible outcome. They don't hate people, they hate disappointing them. So they isolate, replaying what-ifs in their head. They crave belonging, but feel allergic to it, trapped between loneliness and fear. Dependent personality disorder. They can't stand being alone, not because they're dramatic, but because they feel lost without someone to lean on. They rely on others to tell them what's right, what to do, and how to feel. What should I do? Isn't a question. It's a habit. They'll agree to things just to avoid conflict, even if it makes them miserable. Being independent feels risky, and the thought of being abandoned feels like death. They'll hold on to the wrong people or stay in bad situations just to feel safe. It's not laziness. It's fear of being left to face life alone. Obsessive-Compulsive personality disorder. They'll spend half an hour adjusting their desk setup, moving things an inch left, then right again, until it finally feels right. It's not about neatness, it's about control. Their brain runs on structure, plans, routines, and rules that can't be broken. One small change can throw everything off. They hate delegating because no one else ever does it properly. It's not about being bossy, it's about keeping the chaos out. Order helps them stay calm, and mistakes feel like failure. They don't chase perfection to please anyone. They do it because without it, everything feels like it's falling apart. Personality disorder, trait specified. Not everyone fits perfectly into one box, and that's exactly what this type is about. Some people show traits from different personality disorders without matching just one. A little narcissism, some paranoia, maybe a bit of avoidance, all in the same person. It's confusing, unpredictable, and hard to label. One day they seem confident, the next they're anxious or distant. They can switch personalities depending on who they're around, almost like trying to adapt to everyone at once. It's not that they're pretending, it's just how their mind tries to keep balance. They don't fit the textbook examples because they're a mix of many. Understanding them takes patience because what you see on the surface rarely tells the whole story. If you like this video, say less. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.